Welcome to Wednesday night skill building. My name is Debbie Barnett, and Wednesday night is my favorite time of the week. I get to spend it with you guys and play against the fierce bots at I Love Maj. But it's just so much fun navigating through everything and seeing how things turn out through the Charleston, how quickly things change, navigating, having to pivot hands, and all kinds of strategies that come up during the different games. And some weeks I don't see jokers and I just cannot win a game, but I'm one away Debbie quite a bit of the time. And it's just a lot of fun to see how things turn out. And then there are other Wednesday nights where I am hot, hot, hot. Last week was a really good one, better than the week before and the week before that, and I think the week before that. But nonetheless, I always say there's only one winner at the table, 1 in 4 chance, 25% chance that you have to win Mahjong. And you're not going to win all the time. It's really how you get to the finish line. Did your hand turn out well? Are you pleased with how things developed? And if that's the case, then you did all the right things because we can't have 4 winners at the Mahjong table. There's just no way that's going to happen ever. So tonight, my goal is to help you guys all become the best Mahjong players that you can become. And if you're not winning, to at least be very happy with the outcome of your hand. And then you can take the title. One away, Phyllis, one away, Agnes. I guess you guys know what that feels like, right? I'm sure that you all do. And Bonnie said, I'm from New Jersey too, but I live in Southwest Florida now. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, Phyllis was saying that to Bonnie.
I wrote that to Bonnie.
Sorry. Yep. I see that now. Yeah, I see that. I didn't see your name at first, and I was like, "Oh, Bonnie lives in New Jersey too." But you live in New Jersey. Very cool. Or lived in New Jersey. All right, so I'm going to head over to I Love Maj, and while I am getting there, the way it works, as usual, is that I love to have you guys help me out. There are times where I'm torn between two things and I take a vote from you guys, and it's really great to see how things work out. And I usually go with the majority. Sometimes you're very quiet and very shy for some reason, and I just have to make an executive decision. But I do like to include you, so you'll see that does happen from time to time when I'm in a real tough spot. And also hand suggestions. I love it when you see something, but all I ask is that you wait until I'm finished looking at the whole card, and then if it seems like I've stopped and I no longer am seeing something, that you can then say, what about this one? As you guys know, it is just such an important part of this game to be able to keep track of more than one thing. If you look at one thing and one thing only from the get-go, you don't have high chances of mahjonging. From a skill perspective, at least, you're going to win once in a while because you're lucky. But if you were to keep track of 3 things, you've now changed that one chance of winning into 3 times that. And if you could keep track of more, that's great. As a new player, it's going to be hard to do in the beginning. But once you start playing and you start learning this card, man, it's like, wow, it's just incredible how things are you're going to start seeing things. The tiles are going to start speaking to you. Learning the card is important, which leads me to this wonderful platform in the exercise room. This is a great place to learn the card. So we're going to be having a new card in about a month, a little over a month. And I spend a lot of time in here when I get the new card because I don't have the leisure of just waiting for weeks to learn the card. I'm going to be ready to come on here on Wednesday night playing with the new card. So you better believe I spend time in here. This is just a great place to practice the hands, recognizing opponents' exposures, practicing the Charleston, and then there's a few fun games that you can explore. They do have tutorials on the website on how to use everything, or on my MahjCon channel, I do have how to play in the I Love Maj exercise room, as well as playing and how to play with your friends, which is a great thing to do if you can't get out and play. You might as well, I mean, you can always play against the bots, but it's a lot more fun to play with humans. It's more realistic, let's put it that way. So, without any further ado, I am going to be playing against the bots, and I'm going to be playing an official game, which means that all my wins and wins and wins, no, all my losses and losses and losses and a few wins will get recorded. And I get to see just how well I did when I go up here and I look at my game stats. And it shows you what hands you've won, which is really super too if you like to do the dot challenge, which I love to do every year. The dot challenge is basically every time you make a hand, you put a little dot next to the hand, and it's fun to see if you can complete every hand by the time before the new card comes out. All right, so I do play against intermediate bots. We have 3 levels. Standard is beginner, intermediate, and advanced. One thing about standard bots is that they will do things that a new player that really didn't get any kind of formal training will do. Things that I don't recommend that you do if you can avoid it, which is passing pears during the Charleston, passing flowers, which are a gift, and things like that. So there are things we will avoid if we can. Once in a while, you may get stuck having to do something. Okay, it's not a big deal. Nobody's going to arrest you. You're not going to jail. But if you do, I'll come visit you with a set and we'll get to play Mahjong together there. We'll play a little Siamese. Speaking of Siamese, there is the Siamese version of the game on I Love Maj. So if you like Siamese, this is the only site that has the official Siamese Mahjong on their gaming site. Okay, so let's go ahead and why did it not? Here we go. Seems like it defaulted. Let's launch the game. And all right. Well, hello, everybody watching from YouTube. All right, here we go. And I'm assuming you could see you would have told me if you couldn't see my screen, right? Oh, shoot. I just bumped out of it by accident. I meant to fix my audio. I like to make it good quality. So when I upload it to YouTube, it sounds much better. Sometimes I forget. All right, let's start the game here. No, by the way, meet my friends, my opponents, Agatha Deadhund, Joe Curlis, and West Wind. And if you don't know what those names mean, they are a play on words. They're fun. You could figure it out pretty easily, so I'm not going to tell you what they mean. But somebody the other day was like, oh my God, I just figured out what those names mean. It's kind of cute.
First Charleston.
All right, well, we're going to sort by suit first, which is the way I like to start out. And I do like to initially put my winds and dragons on the right side of the tiles. That's just my preference. If you are used to putting them on the left side, you can. I think the reason I do it is if you look at the majority of the hands, the dragons are usually at the end of a hand. I'm not going to say 100% of the time, but they usually are. And they have their own category on the right side of the card. So my brain says they belong there at first. Not that they'll stay there, but that's where I'm going to put them. And then I look to see if I have any multiples of any suit tiles, and I do not. So where do we go from here? Well, having direction and having a system when you play this game, it will make your life so much easier. You'll be more relaxed and you'll have so much more fun when you're playing. But if you see these tiles, and if you are a newer player, you might be focused on the one suit tiles, which is very common with beginners, especially if they haven't had formal training, or maybe, I don't know, I don't want to say the right training. You might have had a wonderful, lovely instructor, but maybe that instructor, uh, I don't know. I'm going to put my foot in my mouth if I keep going, so I'm just going to stop. But anyway, to make it easier, if you just put them into evens and odds initially, it'll help you just get an idea of whether or not you see more potential with the evens or more potential with the odds. Now, I do like my evens here tonight, quite a bit. Matter of fact, I like them a lot because I have also like numbers with sixes here. So that makes it even doubly nicer for me. So I think I'm going to, number one, think of evens. Number two, think of any like numbers. Remember, right now we're working at a high level. We're not focusing on what hand am I playing. It's way too early for that. So just relax when it comes to that kind of thing. High level. And then, of course, I've got my greens, and that's a pair. So pair is a strength, but I like to see that pair in the suit tiles, but we don't have uh, any pairs or hungs at this point. But I do like the greens, and so I would keep those because certainly they could go with a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. They could go with any like numbers. And then I'll take a look at the remaining tiles to see if there's anything I want to throw in into maybe a consecutive numbers. So I see 6, 7, 8, 9. I see 6, 7, 8 in one suit, and I see 6, 7, 8, 9 in two suits. Both of those would lead to a hand, and very possible. Yes, I do see 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be one suit, just like 5, 6, just like 6, 7, 8, 9 is two suits, but I can't keep everything. So I'm going to have to get rid of something. And I think that these will be my three time. Well, wait a second now. I do see another hand, so let me not rush it. Let me just think about this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a very far-fetched hand there. Anybody see that hand? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Consecutive run line 4 is right there. I got to tell you, I've played that. That hand's come in for me a few times, but not a lot. Don't know what it is. Well, I know I can get rid of these. I guess I'm going to put those up there. I cannot keep everything. So instead of getting rid of, let's just see, I don't want to get rid of the sixes. I don't want to get rid of, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. And the eights, I see a lot of things that I don't want to get rid of anything. Oh man, I guess I'm going to have to stick with my original plan and go with this one. And I really want to keep every single tile that I have here. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it back. Not the worst thing in the world, right? Okay, so I got an 8 and I got another 6. So now I've got two pairs, and that's really nice as well. Let's see. 6, 6. Okay. I want to just look at the sixes right now. It looks pretty lonely right there for that. Let's see what else we have. Move this down here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 just got a little stronger because of the eights. Uh, hmm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. I see a lot of run stuff going on here, and I just don't know whether I'm going to want to. I've got 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. This is really these are some tiles. Okay, let's see what I'm going to end up doing. What do I feel the most comfortable with? 5, 6, 7. I'm hoping I get that 5 back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The sixes for that, the 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, I have so many good things. I mean, I've got such a nice amount of runs with the 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. I think I've got to keep all that. I think I'm going to go ahead and just abandon the idea of the evens category at this point. I'm going to keep an eye on like numbers with sixes. I'm going to keep this run here going. 5, 6, 7, 8, 5. No, I would need the other. I would need another suit for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that wouldn't work the way I was thinking it would work because it was not the 8 bam. So I'm okay. It was the 8 crack actually. No, it was the 8 dot. So I'm okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do 6, 7, 7, 8. This here. Let me just think, is there something else more? 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Could be 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Ooh, I don't want to get rid of anything. Like, I really don't. But if you see anything, when you hear me kind of fumbling like this and not coming up with anything, if you see something, a category or something more prominent, let me know. All righty. Interesting. For like numbers, the red we would need that. And now we have a 7 dot. So I've got 6, 7, 8, 9 right there, which is pretty stronger than 6, 7, 8, 9 in BAMs, but I need 3 to keep if I'm going to keep an eye on 6, 7, 8, 9. I need something in case I do this, in case the 7, 8, 9 comes in. It'd be nice to keep the 6 as well. But I don't know. I can actually do this for now and do a blind pass just to see if something else comes in to lead me one way or another. All right, so we'll do that. Isn't that funny? Okay, do I want to continue the Charleston? Oh, I don't want to take a vote on that because I know, yes, we're going to continue the Charleston. Yes, 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 of course. We don't stop it unless we have one good hand. And either the 3 tiles, if we have 3 tiles that we're good with passing, we should go. If I was left right now with a pair only, let's say I had one really good hand and the only thing left was a pair of something and another tile, or I had a flower and 2 other tiles, that to me is a good reason to stop it because I still have one amazing hand and I do not want to pass the flower. I wouldn't want to pass the pair. So if you have 3 tiles that you can pass and you're okay with those tiles, then we continue.
Second Charleston.
Well, I'm not happy about having to make this decision right now. But speaking of decisions, we have to think about our easier choices. And 6, 7, 8, 9 right here is a very nice hand that could be happening. The any like numbers to me is a little bit weaker. We've got the pair, we do have one pair, but we don't have other multiples of the other sixes right now, so it feels a little weaker. I would be better off keeping my flexibility open here with the matching dragons. Yes, I know I'm missing the flowers for line 5 under consecutive run, but we've got 6, 7, 8, 9 bam, line 2 consecutive run. We have line 5 possible, and that means I can now get rid of something else here. It's not going to matter much which one. Maybe I'll do the red. I still have a little bit of like numbers with sixes, maybe line 3 if I get rid of the red. So I guess I'll do the red. All righty, I got another green. And now we'll do this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Do I want to keep that? 6, 7, we don't need but one. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, bottom concealed hand. I don't think so. Because I have these greens that are so pretty, and I already have a nice run, and the other hand is concealed. So I'm going to try to maximize what I get in right now and give all of those away.
Courtesy pass.
Oh boy, those 9s, nobody wanted them. Well, we are going to do 3. And now that I have no jokers at all, and I didn't look at singles and pairs at all because I don't usually like to unless something is really standing out at me and I'm really close from the get-go, because then we have really a lot of lost opportunities for learning experiences, for teaching moments, I should say. All right. I do like to get rid of what came back in the Charleston first, just in case one of my opponents was hoping they'd get back a tile, like I originally said, oh, I hope I get back a tile, or maybe I'll get it back. So it's a good idea to get rid of those first, just as a rule, and then get out your freshest tiles. The earlier, the better you get tiles out, the harder it is for your opponents to call for an exposure, or maybe they're going to be forced to call early with jokers. And there's just a lot of reasons why it's good to get everything out very early. So I think I'll just start here.
9 crack, 8
Now
dot.
I need some help with
Soap.
jokers
8 dot.
before my tiles go
2
out.
crack, 7 dot.
And like that one. So this is an example of a fresh tile. Oh, I didn't turn off that, because I didn't even talk about it. That's why I didn't talk about the pause button. But you're going to see the timer come up for how long it takes me to make a decision on a discard, but I don't use it when I'm teaching on Wednesday night. So with that said, if somebody can remind me, ring a cowbell at the end of this, I'll exit and then turn that off for the next game. Oh boy. Anyway, here's an example of somebody throwing a 7 dot that I'm not ready to call. Would be nice if it was in my hand, if I were going to commit to 6, 7 dot 8, 9 bam. But nonetheless, there's one tile that I would
Red.
like to have,
West.
and another 9 crack, but we're going to do the one. That's
1
the
crack,
last one that
3
was
crack.
left from the Charleston.
South. 4 crack.
All righty. So now I look at the table and I get out my freshest tiles, of course. Both of these are fresh, and I don't know if I should keep 2, 4. I got rid of the 2 bam early on, and I doubt that it'll come back to me, but 2, 4, 6, 8, I do see it. Maybe I'll hold it for just a bit, or a round or so, but I don't think so, because I did get rid of that earlier. And the 2 bam and the 6 for the third line under 2, 4, 6, 8, those are both pair. No, the 6 is a pair. The 6 and the 2, I don't think that's happening. All right, let's get rid of this.
6 crack, 1 dot.
Ignore.
9 bam.
There's a 9 bm I would
8
like.
bam.
There's an 8 bm. Now, I could certainly call it for a pung in the line 5 consecutive run, but the rest of my hand, oops, I have to make sure I check that pause thing, but it would not make sense. It is way too
4
early.
dot call, red.
All right, we have a joker available here, and this is the pause button right there. So I'm going to have to do that every time. Ooh, 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 ooh.
North. 9 dot. Call, 4 crack.
All right, we've got some
6
action
crack.
going on here. And
3 dot. 9 bam.
see, there's another tile that I would like in my hand,
6 bam.
but I can't call it. Even that one would be nice.
7 crack.
All right, well, I got a tile. That's nice. So I'm happy.
9 crack.
I need some
1 dot.
flowers if I'm going to do 7, 8, 9 or 6, 7, 8. So
1 dot. Red.
all right, so the 4 bam or the 4 crack. So I look at the table and I'm like, oh, no 4 bams. That means I need to get it out early. So I'm going to do that.
4 bam. West. 3 bam. 2 dot.
And there's a flower. We'll stick that up there for now.
4 crack. East. 7 dot.
Now there's another 7 dot for 6, 7, 8, 9. That isn't going to happen for me. So now there's 2 7 dots out. That's going to help me make decisions as to which hand I'm going to end up with. But 6, 7, 8 with the greens is looking pretty, isn't it?
4 crack.
I just need a little help.
6 crack. 3 crack. East. North.
Okay, and the 2 crack is out early. I want to move these down here because I want to keep an eye on, okay, 2 7 dots are out. I have the 2 6 dots. Okay, maybe I'll get a little joker bait with the 6 dots. So when you have a pair, it's nice to hold on to them, but not too late. I don't like to hold on to them much longer than through the middle game. So the beginning game, first 33 tiles where we can play really quick. Middle game, we can still play pretty quickly, but we have to start really taking a closer look at tiles that are going out that we need, exposures we have to look at. And so when we get to 33 tiles, we'll be entering the end game. I like to get rid of those a little before that even.
2 crack. 6 dot.
No,
1 crack.
nobody called it and put up jokers,
South.
so we know that's not going to help right then and there.
West. North. Green.
All right, so I don't need that green because I only need a pung. So we're just going to ignore that.
8 bam.
All right, now the question is, I have no jokers. Do I want to commit to that 8 bam? There's one out already. I'm kind of forced to do it and hope that I get some jokers to be able to call that 9 bam. But I would be looking at the hand like this. 7, 8 would be our pung and the 9, and I have no jokers. So that means I'm going to get jokers, right? I don't know if it necessarily means that, but at this point, I kind of have to make a decision. What choice do I have right now? I can keep the 6 bam and hope I get the other 6 bam. There's one out. If I let this go, there's already one out. So I guess I'm going to call it and commit. And we'll just see if we can get some little bit of luck with some joker tiles. All right, so 7's going to be our pair, 8's going to be our pung, and that's a good thing that I've got the pair protected because that's very important to do.
Call.
And now I will get rid of the 6 bam. Is out already anyway, but I'll get rid of it.
6 bam. 2 crack. 3 crack.
All I need is a couple of
2
jokers.
bam.
And let's see, we'll do this.
7 dot. 3 bam. 1 bam. Soap. 1 bam. Soap. 1
Look at
bam.
that. 1 bam soap, 1 bam soap, 1 bam. That's funny.
5 crack. Call. Soap.
Wow, maybe I can get a joker exchange even, huh?
East.
Okay, that is a little weird. 1 bam soap, 1 bam soap, 1 bam soap. That is very strange. I
East.
think I've ever seen that happen. Oh boy. 5 dot. I knew when it came in that it was not something I'd seen before, and it is definitely a tile needed by somebody. Maybe they can't call it, but since I have no jokers, my feeling is somebody's going to be able to call it because the jokers are somewhere. Nonetheless, 38 tiles left. I have a full third of the game to go through. If I want a chance of making Mahjong, I got to get that 5 dot out right now because every round that we go through, every time everybody gets to pick again, they're getting a chance to pick a joker or to pick more of their natural tiles in. And that is not going to help me at all because this is going to get hotter and hotter and hotter the longer I hold it. So hopefully it's not going to be Mahjong. If it is, somebody just had really good tiles. Definitely better than me.
5 dot. Call. Joker.
Okay, so I'm
6
not
crack.
shocked at all. Am I shocked? No way.
9 crack.
Okay, let's see. Fives and da-da-da-da.
Red. North. 3 dot. 7 bam.
Okay, we don't need that. We do need that.
2 bam. 3 dot. West. 8 dot.
And we definitely need that.
6 dot. 7 crack. 9 bam.
Oh, darn, darn, darn. All righty. Is that the second one? Yes, it is. Oh, one lucky tile short.
2 dot.
Okay, let's see. I think we're good to go.
8 dot. Joker swap. Joker. 3 bam.
Oh, who threw that? Wait a minute. Joe just went. Wes threw the joker. So Wes is, he's
2
got the
bam.
5. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to do that. Any like numbers, and he's waiting on a single. Wouldn't it, oh no, he's not waiting on the green. What else could he be playing? He could be playing consecutive run line 7 as well, which would mean he needs a lot of singles for that too. However, 4 1 bams went out, so he would need a single 1 bam for that hand. So it has to be any like numbers, right? I don't think there's anything else. All right, what's going on here? We're good.
3 dot. 1 bam.
Oh no, there's the last 1 bam. For some reason I thought they were all out.
1 dot. 4 bam.
Oh, nope, don't need that.
9 crack. 8 crack. Mah Jongg.
Okay. All right. Oh, that was the hand that I was originally going to play. Look at that. 5, remember the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only had 1 8 crack and I only had 1 9 dot at the time. And look at that. I wouldn't have known that that 1 8 dot crack and 9 dot that I gave up on was going to help anybody. So, I would not have known that. Okay. So good job, Joe. And I like that hand, although it's not the easiest hand to make. Um, let's see. Wes was playing consecutive run line 7, which is kind of what I figured. And then that last one, Bam went out. So Wes really it would have been a dead hand in actuality. And then Agatha was playing consecutive run line 4, same hand as Joe, but with 1, 2, 3 cracks and 4s and 5s, bam. And Agatha was set for Maj. So she was, and so was Wes. Wow, pretty good. Okay, so now, would I have rather won? Of course, I would have rather won. I'm not upset with how the hand turned out, though. This is what I want you to accomplish, is to have these good hands coming in. Now let's go. Oh, wait a minute.
Don't forget to turn the timer
Thank
off.
you. All right. Yay, good job, Phyllis. Woohoo!
First Charleston.
All righty. Ooh, I got a joker, and I have a pung of flowers sitting there in my hand. Well, how fun is that? Well, all right. So let's think about the different things that we can do with the I certainly can see if I can get more wins, and maybe somebody will throw me a dragon or two, but I doubt it, or pass me, I should say. But we'll leave our flowers right there, and we're going to move our 5s up front because the 5s are a multiple. So move your multiples up front and then work off of those multiples. What else could we do with 5s? It could be 20, 25. I don't have any soaps. But when I have that many tiles toward it, there's no reason why I shouldn't keep track, because there is a couple of hands that don't require all singles. So then it could be treated like any other tile that we need. And then like numbers with 5s is a possibility as well. So we've got a couple of categories on the left side of the card. And then if we move into the middle of the card, because these 5s are the odds, if I move the 5, 7 there, let's look at what hands we could possibly be doing in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 with flowers, not anything that I'm really seeing that I'd be bubbly about. What about consecutive? What could we do with that? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or a consecutive run. So we've got 5, 6, 7 right there. We could have 1, 2, 3 bam, 4 dot, 5 crack could happen. And that means, what are we going to get rid of and what are we going to keep? All right. Well, that run, same suit run, line 3A under consecutive, that's really pretty. I really would like to keep the 2025 open because the other hand does require a single, and it's got those Kongs that are just make that hand a little challenging. So I think that's going to be my choice. So what do we have? We have certainly 2025 tiles. We've got like numbers with 5s, and we've got consecutive run going on right here. And even with the flowers, we've got all of that toward a hand already. So that's pretty nice. I'm going to give those up. And we got a 5. So now we've got another tile there. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. I ended up getting that 3. Not that it's going to change anything. Okay, so now I have to take a look and see which of these tiles would, if I wanted to keep that 2025 open, what would be the smartest one to keep? So let's say I got the soap. No, that's going to be too hard. Let's see. Twos, zeros, twos and fives. Twos and fives. 2 zeros. So probably I don't know. I kind of need them all, but I'm thinking the 5. Okay, so now I got a question. So I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to answer this. So Tina said, what about the hand with the floating pair? So here's the thing. We've got a pung of flowers right now. And I really would, I mean, I want to use those if I can use those. And that floating pair hand doesn't have any flowers. Plus, it has a lot of single tiles. So that hand right now would look like that with right there, or that right there. That to me would not be the stronger than keeping other things open that have more flexibility. I do like that hand. I've played that hand quite a bit, but I just don't think it is going to be the smartest one. So I'm still trying to figure out what do I want to do. You know, either I keep my run here open, or I keep all of my 2025 and hope I get something else. Chris, the floating pair hand is the 7th hand down under consecutive run, or the second hand from the bottom. That hand, if you read what's in parentheses, say that the pair, which visually you could see it is in the position where the ones are, first position, can be anywhere, and it could be any run. So you could do 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could do any configuration, but whatever the pair is, you've got to match those kongs at the end to the pair. So, week. So I got to kind of make a decision. I'm feeling really strong about the 2025 and any like numbers with 5s, and I think I'm going to do that. That's going to be what I'm going to do. It doesn't really matter much what I keep at this point, but maybe the 6, just in case I get the 6, because that's in the pair position for that run. Maybe I'll get the 7 back. You never know. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. I can't keep everything, right? Okay, so I got the 2. That's a pretty pass right there. Now I could do a blind to try to make a little more defensive a pass. I don't want to break anything up that I have going on here. Maybe I'll do that. And continue.
2nd Charleston.
Nothing that I really care about right now. And still nothing that I care about.
Courtesy pass.
And I'll do 3. Very similar tiles that nobody's wanting. Okay, so now it's my turn to discard. I'm going to get rid of these 3 first, and we'll just see what happens. I've got some pretty options like numbers with 5s, 2025 section. I'm good to go. I'm not freaking out about picking a hand or anything at this
8
point.
dot. 3
But
dot.
I'm hoping that I get some lucky
7
picks.
bam call. 4 dot.
Early call there by Wes.
9 bam. Soap.
There's one soap.
8 crack. 6 dot. Red. Green.
All righty, 5, 6. Now I wish I had those 7 BMs. Not that it was going to do me any good, but I do see 5, 6 right now. 5, 6, big suit run. If I had that 4 dot.
6 dot. 6 bam.
Hindsight is 20/20 when you're playing this game.
9 crack. 1 dot.
Okay. All right, well, I certainly have some nice tiles right here going on. I got the 2 crack. Well, let's just say whatever. I don't know what I'm going to get because it could be any hand right now. Let's just go with this.
6 bam. 1 bam. 5 crack.
Could have been my lovely 4th hand down. And all right, this is too early to make any kind of a rash decision right now on the 5. Let's see, 5. No. No, no, no. No. 2, no. Can't make it. It's too
3
early. I
bam.
need at least 1 soap. I'm hoping.
8 crack. Green. 3 crack. 1 crack.
Give me 1 more good tile, please.
8 bam. Call. 3 dot.
Okay. I do not mind
Red. 4 bam.
early calls.
4 crack. 8 dot. 1 crack. 4 bam. 2 dot.
Would have been nice in mine.
3 bam. 9 crack. 1 crack. West. 2 dot.
Another one of my tiles. Okay. That's better.
6 bam. Flower.
Let's see how it looks with this configuration here. All righty. We've got line 1. As pretty as it can get right there, which means I am now ready to commit to line 1 of 2025. Now, I just love when these teaching moments come up, okay? And what I mean by that is, did we think that 2025 was going to be it? No, we didn't. But we kept it open as an option, right? Probably not the strongest to begin with. We didn't have really strong like numbers either in the beginning, but I got another suit in the 5s. That made that hand even better. I literally could have been possibly any like numbers, but with how strong this 2025 was developing, like numbers was like gone. So we're going to commit to this right now. And I can call the 5 cracks and I can call the 5 dot, and I'm in really good shape. Yes, there's 1 5 crack out, but that's okay because those are pungs.
Call. 2 crack. 8 dot.
Maybe I'll
3
get
bam.
a nice joker
6 crack.
or joker exchange. Well, isn't that interesting? I'm not going to keep it, but let me see if the 2. I mean, I don't need to rush to get the flower out, but I think the 2 is more of a priority right now. So I'm going to do the 2. And yeah,
2 bam. 8 crack.
although I have 2 of them, so probably not. That was like
East.
kind of silly that I even said
4
that.
bam.
Okay, so we'll just get this out early and freak everybody else out because they'll be like, oh, that's the 5th one. Oh my God. No.
Flower. North. Call. East.
All right, we've got a north up there, a Kong of Norse. So obviously line 1 is a potential and line 5 is the potential. So
6 bam.
okay. Recrack is not, yes, that went out.
3 crack. 9 dot. 4 crack. 4 crack. East. 5 crack.
All right, we're going to call that baby for a pung right now.
Call.
And
2
now
dot.
we
8
are
crack.
set to Maj on a 5 dot. If we get it, great. If we don't, somebody else was luckier than we were.
4 bam. West.
And there we
Joker
go.
swap.
Right like that.
Mah Jongg.
So that's the way you do it. Keep your options open. Stay open and flexible. That's what Mahjong is all about. And that's why we do Wednesday nights. Help you get to that point. All right. What was Agatha? Consecutive run line 2. Pung Kong. 6, 7 crack. 8, 9 bam. Joe wins and dragons line 5 with the ones. And Wes was playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line 7 with the news 5, 7, 7, 9. He was set to Maj. So again, if he got it before me, Joe would have just been luckier. Not more skilled, luckier, right? That's the way it works out.
First Charleston.
Oh, I'm always happy having one joker. Do I see any multiples? I don't see any multiples. So we'll just throw all of our evens together. And we have way more evens. We have like numbers with 4s going on. Could we fill something else in here? I really don't like to get rid of dragons in the beginning. So what else might we want to keep? Honestly, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Either one. I don't think it matters much here. Pretty pass though. This could be a very, well, I was going to say it could be a nice singles and pairs hand, but I have a joker. So now we have my favorite hand forming right there with 8s or with 4s. Not bad. Kind of like that. But of course, you know, I do need to have flowers, but we have a lot of tiles to pick through. And I'm trying to think what would be the least one that I need because we do have 2 dot, 4 dot, 6 dot, 8 dot as a good hand, as well as 6 bam, 8 bam on the end. So that would be line 1A and line 1B, as well as my favorite hand, line 4, which I know you're probably thinking you're crazy, you have no flowers, but I can't tell you how many times I make this hand. Sometimes with no flowers to start, sometimes with no missing the singles. I'm going to do this. Ooh, look at this here. Isn't this interesting? Let's see. Oh my goodness gracious. What are we doing here? We have line numbers 4, 5, 6. Line 6 right there. Right there. Those are pairs. That's definitely troubling. Now 2, 4, 6, 8, and dots. That's line 1A. My favorite hand. Let's see what I would want to keep. Wow. Anything and everything. We have a first left. We need to keep that. And I'm going to get rid of that there. 2, 4, 6, 8. Whoa. I mean, this is unreal. Does anybody see anything I'm missing? I'm almost thinking of doing a blind pass. You know, in all honesty, I would, if I wanted to really do that, my favorite hand, I would actually be doing it like this. I'd probably keep an eye on, I'd probably keep all of this. Sometimes I just make that hand happen. I would keep all this, hoping I would get the 2, which I probably would at some point. That's what I would keep. But it's not the smartest thing for you to do, so we're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to keep the 8s for the hand with the pairs, just in case, because also this hand could also become the bottom concealed hand. When you keep track of the 3, 4, 5, 6, the sixth one, the sixth hand, no, yeah. You can also keep track of the bottom concealed hand. Which means that it might make sense for me to keep those because of the like numbers with 6s. Oh my goodness, nobody's saying anything, so I guess you're just going with what I'm doing. I'm going to do a blind pass right now just to see what happens. Oh, I would want to keep that for like numbers, but I'm not doing like numbers. So we're just going to go ahead and continue. And now I am going to have to make a choice. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. We will go with
2nd Charleston.
this. Okay. All right. So the bottom concealed hand and line 6 are both very pretty, as well as a pivot hand should those die. Why would they die? Line 5 has 2 pairs. If they all go out, I'm not making that hand. The bottom concealed hand is a concealed hand. If all the 4s go out, that hand's going to die. I need a pivot hand. That could be line 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. It could turn out to be something else. Could be line 3, and it also could be line number 5. So in this case, going to get rid of this and maybe this so that I can maximize what I get in. Or, yeah, I think so. Let me just think if there's 2 plus 4. No, I think so. I don't think that 6 is going to really do me any good at this point. So
Courtesy
I'm
pass.
going to do that. Oh, look at that. How pretty is that? 2 tiles.
Soap.
All right. So for our backup hand, we need that too. I'll leave it up here for right now.
3
Our
bam.
backup pivot hand is line 1. Let's see how
Soap.
long we can go and hang on to something really good. All right. Well, we do not need these at all.
2 bam. 6 crack. North. East.
And
9 dot. 4 dot. East. 8
that
bam.
4 dot I would have liked. So that's 1 8 bam for thinking about line number 6. If I'm going for concealed, we can use jokers.
9 bam. 4 bam. Flower. Call. 4 crack.
That was quick.
6 dot.
Okay. Would I want to change things up right now and call that 6 dot for line 1 and bail? Oh, because it's a pun, I think I'm going to hold my horses a little bit. This is a hard thing. And I honestly have to tell you, I work with beginners all the time, And it's so challenging to get them to rein it in when it comes to having a call. A lot of times when I work with this club that I volunteer on Mondays, I do work with a lot of beginners, and sometimes I'm not right there with each person at the time that a tile goes out, but as I'm coming around, I'll be like, oh, why did you tell me what did you commit to? And they're like, well, I don't know. I think I'm going to play this hand. Meanwhile, they need like 6 tiles to even be able to, call stuff in the hand, but they just want to call because they can call 3 tiles. I'm going to let it go. Hard decision.
7 crack. South. 9 bam. 4 bam. 7 bam.
And I know I gave up the 6 anyway early, so I don't think it's going to make much difference
2
keeping
bam.
it
7
at
dot.
this point.
7 crack. 4 dot.
Second 4 dot. Second 4 dot. God, I just don't want to commit to that right now. I'm going to let it go. I know.
5 bam.
Crazy.
West. 8 crack.
I don't need that.
4 crack. 2
I
bam.
think I had every
9
2
crack.
bam.
8 bam.
All right, that's the second one.
6
Now
bam.
my chances of that 6th hand down is really slim.
6 bam. 7 dot. Red. Green.
I'll take
Call.
one
South.
joker.
East.
All right. We got to get this out no matter what right now.
Red. 1 crack. Joker swap. South. West.
Not letting me get jokers. Line 3. We only need a pair. 4, 6, 8. I don't know.
6 crack. 1
One more
dot.
option, but
North.
there's
North.
2 soaps up there, so I don't think that's going to happen.
5 crack. 1 bam. West. 1 crack. 4 bam. North. 2 bam. 4 crack.
Oh, that helps.
Soap. 4 bam.
So
8
one
dot.
more tile, then we have to really decide what we're going to do. If I call that there, then I'm weak on that 4 dot that I gave up for 2, 4, 6, 8. So if I stick it out for the bottom concealed hand, I've got one more chance to get that 4 dot. But if I call that 8 dot, I'm really in a very weak position right here for that 4. So, and what I would be better off doing, well, it depends. It depends on that 8 bam. There's 2 of those out. Anybody have anything they want to say? I kind of feel like I just have to wait because I'm going to be in a much weaker, further away position than anything if I do call that right now. So I'm going to wait. I'm just going to hold my horses.
1 bam. 3 crack. 6 bam. Green. 8 bam.
Oh, that's the third one. Okay. So now we know we have to, not that I have to pivot because it could still be the concealed hand, but it's definitely not line number 6 for sure. And man, it's too bad I came really, really close to that concealed hand. That would have been, I mean, it could still happen, but goodbye.
5 dot. Call. 9 crack.
Okay, so that was a real fresh tile. 38 tiles left going into the end game. I still could win the game. It's not like my hand is dead or anything. But if I held that 5 any longer, that could have been Agatha's Mah Jongg tile. Woo. All right. Now, let's see how things are looking. So, if I throw the 2 dot, my Mahjong tile is the 4 dot for the bottom concealed 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. That's why I like to hold my horses and just pull in the reins, because if I had called something early on, I would have been further away from my goals. Now where is that for? There's, I want to make sure. Sometimes I miss them and somebody will put a message in there. There are 4 out, 3 are already out, but I don't see 3. So now, good news is I don't have anything concealed. I have no exposures. That's a really good thing because nobody knows what I'm doing. But the bots probably have more of an ability to count tiles than I do. But all right, here we go.
2 dot. 1 dot. 7 dot. 9 crack.
Wow. Now, good little joker strategy here. Instead of throwing out the joker, which will definitely alert my opponents that I'm waiting on something. Not that I have anything exposed, but this is a good strategy to use when you are playing and you have exposures. Instead of throwing a joker, which at this point, we have a whole third of the game left, is going to tell everybody that I'm waiting on a single tile or one of a pair. So instead, throw out my natural tiles. And I will do that because I have enough to cover right now everything. So I'm going to throw the 8 out. And 1 is out. This is the second one, and I have 1 more. Okay. All right, we're going to do that.
8 crack. 8 crack.
Huh,
West.
interesting.
7 crack.
Oh, I hate that. 3, 4. Well, we're going to take a chance because we want to win.
Flour. Soap.
Good.
4 dot.
And there we go.
Mah Jongg.
And that's how you do it. When it works, it really works nicely, I have to say. All right, for you beginners who are watching this replay back, or anybody who's a beginner listening in here tonight, here is proof that you do not play the concealed hands. You don't have to commit to the concealed hand only, and I didn't. Right? For most of the game, I was looking at line 1 as a backup. I was looking at line number 6. I was looking at the concealed hand, and I went where the tiles took me. All right, Joe was playing 5, 7, 9s with the matching dragons. 1, 3, 5, line 7, 9, line 3. Ham was coming in nice, but not nice enough, and consecutive run for Agata line 7, and that's the floating pair hand. Her hand was coming in very nicely. Wes was playing line 4, 3, 6, 9. Not bad, but still, there was a lot of people holding those 3s right here. 3s and 3s and 3s. Yay. Okay. All right. Bye, Cheryl. Thanks so much for coming in. Okay, so let's proceed.
First Charleston.
No jokers. Move these down. I am going to move my pairs up to the top of the rung, and then I'm going to work off of those 3s. So for 3s on the left side, it would be any like numbers, and I don't have any. It would be odds. 1, 3, 5, 7. So it would be odds there, and it would also be 3, 6, 9. Don't forget, when you keep track of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, you have crossover tiles. You can also keep track of the 2, 4, the 3, 6, 9 tiles. All right, I'm going to keep my soap. What else could we do with the threes? Let's think of some kind of a run that would work. What about 2 crack, 3 dot, 4 bam? That's a little mixed suit run going on right there. That's not bad. Why not? And then it gives me 3 tiles to pass. So I'm fine. Now, I just want to kind of make a point. This is what I see a lot of times beginners doing. They just keep all the same suit tiles. If you don't follow this system in the way that most advanced players play, uh, it's going to all fall apart on you, and you're going to just collect all of the dots, and you're going to have a win once in a while because you're going to be lucky, but that's about it. So what did I put in here? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 3, 6, 9. We did 1, 3. I also have a little bit of 1, 3, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We were keeping 2 crack, 3 dot, 4, and I think this was the tile. I also have 5, 6, 7, 8, but that would get me away from the threes. So I don't want to do that because I don't want to go away from my strength if I can help it. Okay, we got a 9. So we've got a piece of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 of the entire line 1A and parts of line 5. That's in my, and also the 9 also works with 3, 6, 9. I'm going to do these now. I got another 3 and a 9. So that is, I do have the single 1, 3, 5 and 7, 9, but that won't work for that stuff. Okay, so either I'm going to keep all of the low end odds, the 1, 3, 5s, or because if I keep all the low end odds, we've got good potential for 1, 3, 3, 5. We still could keep an eye on the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 with the dots. Potentially 1, 3, 5 crack, 7 dot, 9 bam. That gets me away from the pair there. But I think, let's see, 1, 3, 5 with the soaps is also a hand under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Line 3, we've got so many options here. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, and I think I'm going to do that. Yep, that's what I think I'm doing, and we're going to continue.
2nd Charleston.
I've got a lot of options. Yeah, I need help for sure. All right, so that's 1 tile closer into my 1, 3, 3, 5 tiles. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, I don't have 3 suits. So I've got to give something up. Do I go for 1, 3, 5 with soaps, or do I go for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9? I got one more this way. I even have the 1, 3, 5 with the opposite dragons, but that's a little toughy. I guess this is going to be the one. I don't want to give them up. I don't want to give any of them up. All right, there we go. All right, so what do we have? We've got 1, 3, just by collecting all of those low end odds. 1, 3, 3, 5, right there. That's line number 2A. Very pretty. Very pretty. I could even be doing the bottom concealed hand if I get 5 bams. So I'm going to maximize my tiles. I'm going to just pass
Courtesy
3.
pass.
Oh, look what I got. Isn't that funny? And I'm going to do 3 here.
Soap.
And I got the 5. So I can flip-flop between 1, 3, 3, 5 with dots and cracks flipping around if I want. We'll see what happens. Meantime,
Green.
I've even got a little like numbers with 5s, but certainly we definitely missing tiles. Look at that. Oh my God.
4 bam.
Nutty
4
nuts
bam.
that I gave those 9s away, but well, I gave 1 9 away. Got another one from somebody. There are 2 out there somewhere.
6 dot. 3 dot.
Okay, if I commit to this hand, I can't even do that because that's a Kong. If I went with 1 3 crack, 3 5 dot, it's a pung, but I'm weaker on the other end, so I cannot call that right now. No, too early. That's much better.
6 dot. 9 crack. 8 dot. 1 crack.
Nope, no jokers. See, this could have been a good singles and pairs, 1 3 5 7 9 with the pairs, but
2 crack. Call. 7 crack.
don't think so.
2 dot.
Again, it just like locks me into one thing right away, and then I can't.
7 bam. Call. 9 dot.
Okay, we got a joker exchange available there. There's 1 9 dot.
Soap. West. Flower. South. North. 5 crack.
Okay. So if I call the 5 crack for a Kong, then I am going to commit to 1 3 3 5. I kind of feel like when you have the 4, you might as well do the 4. What else could it be? I mean, if I did get reds, maybe the 1 3 5 with the matching dragons. I think I gave one up when I had to make a decision, I think, but maybe not. Maybe not. I don't think so, actually, but I am going to call this. I don't know, I say my rule of 4. Not that I want to really do it, but I can use it in a few different hands, which would be the 1 3 3 5. It could also be the what was the other thing I was thinking? Possibly any like numbers. What else? Oh, 1 3 5 with the reds. So we're gonna call that for a Kong.
Call.
And now we're just gonna hope that I get some good picks in.
1 crack. South. 3 bam. 3 bam. 4 bam. 8 dot. 7 crack. Flower. East. West. North. Flower. 8 bam. 1 bam. 5 bam. Joker swap. North. 6 crack. Call. 8 crack.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
Call. 9 dot.
Okay, we have an 8 crack joker exchange.
North. 8 bam. South. East. South. 4 bam. 1 dot.
No jokers, no call. Tuffy.
9 dot. 1 crack. Flower. 1 dot. 9 crack. 9 crack.
There we go. We'll hold that for 1 3 5. Oh no, I already got rid of the 1.
7
Oh,
dot.
darn.
1 bam.
Got rid of the 1.
2 dot. 2 bam.
Yeah, sometimes I'm too quick.
9 bam. Call. Red.
Oh, okay. So what do we have here? We have Joe has 2s and 8s, a pung of 2s and a Kong of 8s. So that line 1, A, 2 4 6 8. It's pretty much it. And Agatha's got 7 and 9, so it could be 5 7 7 9. that's about it. 579 with the matching dragons, or or 5, 7 and 7, 9 in 2 suits. Pun kwong. Okay, well, there goes the red. I got rid of that one crack. That was not
7 dot
smart move.
west 7 dot red
I just need a little bit of help. I guess the reds weren't in my picture anyway.
6 bam 2 crack west 5 dot
Remember early on I said, oh, if I get 5 bams, I could do the 1-3-1-3-5 concealed hand.
5 bam 5 dot 9 dot 1 bam
Darn, wrong suit.
3 bam soap 4 dot
31 tiles. We're now in the end game. Last 33 tiles. All righty, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a tile that's 1 is out here, 2 is out. Probably not going to be needed unless, I don't think so. No.
8 bam 3 crack
Okay, so we will call that for our pung.
call red 4 crack Mah Jongg
Oh boy, 2, 4, 6, 8. Look at those sixes. All jokers. Look at how many jokers I have. None. Wow. Now I could have called the 3 dot. Could have been jokerless, potentially. Could have been. But nice. Line 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 for Joe, and Wes 2, 4, 6, 8 line 4, my favorite hand. And Wes was set for Mah Jongg, and Agata was 1 away with the hand that I was thinking about keeping as a backup. So, again, am I unhappy with how the hand turned out? No. If I had a joker or 2, it would have made things a lot easier, and I would have been able to call that 1 dot. Bye, Agnes. Thanks for coming in. But anyway, as you can see, it came in pretty nice otherwise. But look at all those jokers. Jeez.
First Charleston
Oh, I got a joker. All right, we're going to move our Winds and Dragons down. We're going to move our multiples up front, and we're going to work off of those multiples. With 3 and 5, right away, what I see is a run with a missing piece here, 3, 4, 5. Now, it could be anything in that 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to keep everything in that range of 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't care right now, honestly, that I can't pick one hand, but I'm going to keep everything in that 2, 3, 4, 5 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it can turn into a lot of hands. Consecutive run, if you play it right, is the most flexible section of all. We will do, I have a little bit of 5, 7, 7, 9, and a little bit of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 as well. But I think I'm going to just, if I do see 1, 3, 3, 5, it'll be the low ends for right now that I'll keep, because I can't keep everything. And we're just getting all those low ends. 1, 3, 3, 5s. Like again. So I think 3, 4, 5. We're going to do this. And 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think that. Oh, I gave it 2 and I got it 2. Something else. 2, 3, 4. All right. Oh my goodness. Got all of these 1, 3, 5 tiles. All right, let's see what we're going to keep. We need to keep 1, 3, 3, 5. If we get 1 BAMs, the bottom concealed hand, 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. It looks like we're in that range again. Ooh. 1, 3, 5. Like numbers with 5s is really nice right there. That's really nice. And unfortunately, I cannot keep track of 1, 3, crack, 3, BAM, 5, BAM, and like numbers.
Second Charleston.
So the smarter hand to keep an eye on is 1, 3, 3, 5. But the like numbers is really looking very pretty right there. So I think what I'm going to do is, not that I really want to, but I think I'm going to just give up 1, 3. Still leaves me open to recover that. That would be, no, not the 3. Hold on. 1, 3. Yes, 1, 3, 3, 5. That would be in the pung position. Ugh. I just, all right, 1, 3, 3, 5 with dots. 1, 3, 3 crack with dots. So maybe then I think about that and give this up. Hate doing that, but I think that makes the smartest. Oh, there's just so many things.
Courtesy
It's so
pass.
cool that we have so much to keep track of. All right, we'll do 3.
Flower.
Nothing good.
Call. 4 crack.
Oh boy.
3 BAM.
Here's the 3
Soap.
BAM.
East.
Okay, we got 1
West.
tile in that we want.
6 crack. 3 BAM.
Both of those went out.
South. 2 dot.
3 BAMs, nobody
4
wanted.
dot. 7 BAM. 4 dot. 7 crack.
5, 7, 7, 9, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
7 dot. 9 BAM. South. 3 dot.
1, 3, 3, 5. It's way too early to commit
3
to
BAM.
anything.
6 BAM.
Way too early.
8 BAM. 2 crack. 7 crack. 5 dot.
Even that. Even that. All right, 1 BAM.
1 BAM. 1 dot. 8 dot. 5 crack.
That's the smart thing when they all go out, the tiles.
9 dot. 2 BAM. 8
'Cause I
BAM.
can't call them.
1 crack. Call. 2 crack.
Oh, I got a joker exchange.
4 BAM.
May I have your joker, please, Joe? Thank you.
Joker swap. Nine dot. West. Green. Red. 2 BAM. Joker swap. 9 BAM. 1 BAM. East. 2 BAM. 6 dot. 2 dot.
So let's just see how this looks here. This would be, you got to play with your tiles when you're playing line 1 to make sure you're thinking about the dragons and you're also thinking about the pair at the end.
8 bam.
This would how I would want to play it right there for line 1 of any like numbers. Line 2, since there's already 5 dot out and a 5, where was it? I thought there was a 5 crack out too. Yeah, there's a 5 crack out. Line 2 is not happening. Line 3 could. Line 3 could happen.
3 dot. East. 2 dot. 8 crack. 3 crack. 4 dot. Flower.
Okay, now we don't need that. We need it, but we don't need it. How
7
many
crack.
flowers are left? 3, 4. This is 5. Oof. Gonna be challenging.
6 crack. 6 crack. 8 crack. 9 bam. 3 dot. Flower. 8 crack. 4 crack.
Now we're in that
4 crack. South.
danger zone here because 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God, I gotta get a flower
9
or
dot.
get set to Mah.
6 bam. West. 9 dot. 3 dot. 8 bam. 1 dot. 6 bam. 6 dot. 3 bam. 8 crack. Soap.
1 is the safest of all.
West. 4 bam. 3 crack. Red. 7 dot. Red. North. Flower.
Oh my God, I
9
have 1
crack.
chance left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bad.
Call. North. Joker swap. Green. 4 bam.
Very sad.
1 crack. Mah Jongg.
Huh. West. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very nice. Well, I was close again. That flower, that last flower. Where was that last flower? Oops. There it is. I had 1 more chance. There's the 5 bam. And because the others are out, I would have called it with the jokers. And or at least 1 was out. Agatha had 1, but that wouldn't have given her Mah Jongg anyway. But it probably wouldn't have been a smart move to put them up, but that would have gotten me that much closer. And then let's see who's holding any of my other tiles. 5. Nope. But Agatha was too really far from anything right there. The floating pair hand, I guess. And then Joe was playing Winds and Dragons line 5, and those Norths and Souths went out early, and he couldn't call them. That's why you get those tiles out early. I mean, it's just the way you do it. So again, am I unhappy the way things developed? Absolutely not. I'm very happy. I just didn't get lucky enough and pick enough, get my tiles thrown out for me to call them. Oh, it looked pretty though. It looked even pretty for Quint hand. Too late though for that.
First Charleston.
All right, let's start again. I got 1 joker. I like that. Let's move these down for now. Let's move our, why am I getting so many 1s and 3s and 5s? Okay, so we have 1s and 3s. So we might as well keep the 5. North and south, we maybe want to keep for a little bit, but those don't work with the flowers unless we do a totally different hand, and that almost doesn't make sense. Run stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'm going to keep those. 2, 3, 4, 5, but that does not include those flowers. I would like to be able to do something with the flowers. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I broke up the north and south. 1, 2, 2, 3. And we'll do this. Wow. 2, 3, 4 is pretty nice. What was I thinking? I was thinking of another hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bam, has a possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, this is 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. I don't know which one to get rid of. Guess this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we'll keep that.
2nd Charleston.
All right, so flowers 2, 3, 4 with the reds. 1, bam. 2 dot, we would need 1, 2, 3. For flowers, 1, 2, 3. I think that one's going to have to go. Gee. 1, 2, 3. That's a nice pass right there, too. Oh, wait a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Courtesy pass.
I always forget that hand to think of that next suit, so I got to make sure I don't forget that. 1, 3, 3, 5. If I wanted to keep that. 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to do 2. That gives me a ton of things, but I got so many things I'm trying to keep track of right now.
South. East.
I just know this one is a good hand right here because we have a part of everything, but there's so many
North.
other things this could
6
develop
dot.
into. So we'll just see as I get
9
rid of my
dot.
discards
7
that I
dot.
don't need.
9 crack. East.
Of course, the concern with that one is always the pair. So we'll see how things fall. Flower 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boy, at this point,
3 bam.
I still
9
think
dot.
I've got that 1, 2. I need a 2 dot.
5 crack.
At least 1, 2 dot.
3 dot. 9 dot. 9 bam.
Probably should have gotten the 5 out if we're not using it because that's fresher than the 9 dots.
7 crack. 3 dot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to
5
go with
dot.
anything. I'm not going to
So.
go with that other hand. So
7 bam. 2 bam.
funny. How about line 2, winds and dragons, 2, 3, 4 with the greens.
5 dot. 2 crack.
We got it right there. That's really nice. And we need the soap, but I don't have the soap right now. That could
8
happen.
dot. North.
That could happen.
6 crack. 9 dot. 2 bam. 7 dot.
Here's that 2 dot I was talking about. Shoot. All right, let's see how line 2, winds and dragons looks. We got the flowers, we got the singles, we've got our pair. And we need a pung and a kong. That's pretty, but not great. And then we have our 2, 3, 4 with our reds, or 3, 4, 5. This would be the way to go. I could call the red, I could call the 4, I could call the 3, and then we get the 2. Now to be able to keep track of the Winds and Dragons hand as well, then we would need to keep the 2, 3, 4, of course, and the dragons, and I think that's what we're going to do. So we're looking at line 2, Winds and Dragons. We're looking at line 5, consecutive run. That's it. I mean, I probably never would have seen that other hand if I didn't get in that dragon, but that green rather.
2 dot. 6 dot. 5 dot. 9 bam.
Move those back here for now.
7 crack. 8 crack. 1 crack.
Give me one more good sign.
West. 9 bam. 7 bam. 7 crack. 6 bam. 1 dot call. 8 dot.
That's who kept that 1 dot.
6 bam.
All righty.
1 bam. Joker swap. Mah Jongg.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I was 1 away from being set for no, not 1 away, 2 away. If I was doing the dragon hand, but look at how pretty that came in. Oh, gee. And Joe had 1 green, but that's okay. I had 2 jokers. 2, 4, 6, 8, my favorite hand, line 4. Any like numbers, line 1 for Joe. He was farther than me, and Agatha was just so far away. Again, I didn't win, but I'm really thrilled with how my hand came in. No problem. No problem. Boy, my YouTube viewers are very quiet tonight. Usually somebody says something. I'm going to do one more.
First Charleston.
1 joker. Woohoo! Move these down for now. Start out with our multiples. 7s. Could be any like numbers. Do I have any other 7s? I do not. Could also be... Yeah, I have 1 more 7. Sorry about that. It could be any like numbers. It could be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I do not want to get rid of my green. It could be 5, 7, 7, 9 with the news, which means these really are the ones that are going to go. Lots to keep track of right there. I'm very happy with that. 1, 3, 5, single, 7, and 9 crack. We got a little bit of that going on. Uh, 5 dot, 7 dot. News, 7, 9. Probably going to be the harder hand to keep track of. So, back up. 5, 7, 7, 9. 5 bam, 7 bam. 7 dot, 9 dot. I don't want to pass the east and west together if I could help it. I think I'm going to be out of any like numbers if I'm going to commit to something like this. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, flowers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, or 5 bam, 7 bam, 7 dot, 9 dot. Not bad. I may regret this. Mm. 5, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why is it always the wrong number? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I've got a piece of all that. in one suit. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 crack. 5, 7, 7, 9.
Second
I
Charleston.
guess these are the ones. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. I would like to keep them all. Okay, we got one more there. 5, 7, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 5, 7, 9. I do want to try to get something else in, so I don't know. I mean, I see the like numbers. I gave up on that one. 7, 7, 9. I gave up on that one. Let's see, sevens, like numbers with sevens. Maybe I'll just do 2.
Courtesy
Really
pass.
pretty. First, I don't need that one either. 5, 7, 7, 9. I'll do 2.
4 bam.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. How interesting is that? So basically, I've got 1, 3, 5. This is line number 5 under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Right here, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 on the right side. Line 5B. Then I have like numbers with sevens, and I also have 5 bam, 7 bam, 7 dot, 9 dot, but my like numbers is stronger.
1 bam.
One pickle
2 crack.
help us make a decision like that. So let's see. Like numbers right there. And if we want to keep that 1, 3, 5, 7.9 crack open, then the 9 dot will go. And if we do get 5 cracks, which I think I might have given one up early on, we'll keep that for 5, 7 crack, 7 dot. No, we can't do that because, or maybe if I get 5 dots, 5, 7 dot, 7, 9 crack. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah. Yep, that's what we'll do. The 9 dot will go.
9 dot. South.
I mean,
East.
if you think
5
I know what
dot.
I'm doing, I kind of do though. All right, that's nice. Okay, we got to make a decision. It's very pretty here. I'm hoping that we get a soap so I can kind of do a lot of flip-flopping. If I get one 7 dot or 7 crack, I could consider line number. Now, this would have been a nice floating pair hand. It would have had to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got a bit of it. All right.
9 crack.
See
Green.
what happens.
1 crack.
I mean, that floating
5
pair
crack.
hand, this is a good opportunity for that hand. I know I gave up tiles already. There's, I believe, but it's really early.
6 dot. Green.
So 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need a 4. I need a 6. Or 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Some
8
configuration of
crack.
those singles up
1
front.
crack. West call. 5 dot.
I wondered who was keeping those babies.
East.
2 5 dots out.
8 dot. 4 crack. Flower. 8 dot. 8 crack.
Okay. All right, we're giving up on that floating pair hand at this point.
1 bam. 3 dot. Call. 2 crack. soap.
Yep.
5 bam, 3 bam. 3 crack. 2 crack. 3 bam, 4 bam. North. 8 crack.
And is pretty,
North.
very pretty
9
right now.
crack. Flower. South.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll keep either. Well, there's two greens out, so I'll throw the green. So right now we've got line 1 or 3. Line 2 could come into play, possibly, if I get a fourth 7 dot or 7 crack. But the green will go.
Green. 9 bam. Red.
Meaning I have I was going to say I have better chance of getting another red if I wanted to go with that concealed hand, which I mean, it's just beautiful. But can't do anything
South.
there.
9 crack. 4 dot. Call. 9 dot.
Oh boy. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 or 2 suits. Line 1, 1 through 5.
Joker swap. South.
Mm-mm-mm. Darn, 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 darn. So if I pick up a 7 dot or a 7 crack, line 2 is really nice. Really, really nice. Which means I could give up the idea of the bottom concealed hand for right now. I mean, yeah, no, not for line 2. Line 2 would be, I'm talking about line 2. If I get the 7 dot or 7 crack, line 2 would be really nice. But at this point, I could get rid of the red and still keep track right now of line 1. I'm kind of going to be giving up line, or do I want to keep the concealed hand in mind and get rid of this? The concealed hand is there. All right, what would you guys do? Anybody want to weigh in on this one? Do I get rid of the red and just keep an eye on line 1? So I would get rid of a red and a flower, or the concealed. I guess line 1 gives me a lot more flexibility and it still leaves me open for line 2. So I got to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the red. And we'll do it this way for now. But you see, I'm further away from line 1 because I've got to protect my pair, which would mean the 7 dot. And I can't call the 7 bam. So in actuality, line 1 isn't really a good, strong decision right now. Yes, my husband is talking, but not into the thing, but I can hear him and he's agreeing with me. So I think I go for line 3. And if I happen to get a 7 dot or a 7 crack, then I can consider line 2. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right. God, this is, well, the flower I would need for line 2, so I don't want to get rid of the flower.
Green. 3 bam. 2 bam. 5
I
crack.
have Phyllis and Dorothy and Carolyn. Yes, so we've got everybody said go for line 3. Uh,
5 bam. 6 crack. Soap. 1 crack.
oh,
Joker swap.
look at that. Look at that. So we can use the Joker here or here.
Flower. 7 crack.
And that's not my Mahjong tile,
7 bam.
but that is.
Mah Jongg.
All right, good voting, you guys. Good voting. Woo-hoo. All right, that was a good one. There's another example. Keep your eye open. These concealed hands. There's nothing wrong with it. They're going to come in. You just keep backups in mind, and it works out. It all works out. You hope, right? All right. Well, it's been a lovely evening, everybody. If you are not a subscriber of my YouTube channel, MahjCon, MahjCon, would you please head over to MahjCon and subscribe? I have all of my replays up there. I post other content periodically, so if you click the bell and get notifications, you'll be made aware when those get posted, and when I go live as well. If you ever want to watch from YouTube, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment if you want to. I appreciate that. And thank you everybody who's watching also from YouTube. I hope you guys had a lot of fun tonight. I always do. And thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys. Actually, you'll be getting a notice. I have out of town company next week. I will not be here next Wednesday. So I'm just letting you know right now. I'll see you a week from Wednesday. All righty. Good night, everybody. Take care. And until I see you again, practice, practice, practice. Be well.